Hey guys, it's Epic and I'm out here enjoying this beautiful summer weather where I live. It's 72 degrees outside and I thought it'd be a great time for me to show you what's in my backpack, my summer loadout for 2024. Okay guys, we're going to start out with the big three, starting with my backpack. Right now I'm using the Durston Kakwa 40-liter backpack. That's what I've been rocking this season and so far I've really enjoyed it. My gear is now small enough and light enough that a 40-liter pack is really all I need. 60 liters is a pack that I never end up filling, so this has been perfect. Everything fits exactly where it needs to be without any extra space. Moving on down the line, we've got my insulation quilts. This is for my hammock system. If you guys haven't got a chance to check out this company, check out HangTight Hammocks. This is a little Etsy store that I've been shopping at. These quilts are really inexpensive and I really like how they're designed. They're super comfortable. These ones are rated for 30 degrees. They've got these reflective dots on the inside that actually reflect your heat back at you. I really have been enjoying them and like I said, they're a fraction of the price. I'll put a link in the description down below if you guys want to check out these quilts. It's the same thing with my top quilt. Once again, rated for 30 degrees with these reflective dots on the inside. I've actually had these in weather that's colder than 30 degrees and I've slept toasty warm. All right guys, next we have my Dutchware Chameleon hammock. This has been my go-to for a couple of years now when I do short trips. I really like it. It's a super comfortable hammock. It's the most modular hammock you're ever gonna see out there. If you get on the Dutchware website, you're gonna see all kinds of accessories that you can attach to this so you can really customize a hammock the way that you want it. And then I've got the Dyneema straps right next to it. This is actually the system I use for hanging my hammock. That's my suspension system. We just use these cinch buckles right here and then these straps, and that's what we use to attach it to the tree. Right next to it is the Tarp containment unit from Trailheadz. As you can see, it's got a bunch of little pockets and snaps that allow me to stick my stakes in there so I don't lose them. And then on the inside is a Dutchware Xenon bonded tarp. It's probably the lightest sil nylon tarp I've ever had. It's for an 11-foot hammock. It works great with the Chameleon. Next we have my outer shell system. What I'm using for a rain jacket is the Rab Phantom 2. This jacket is 3.5 ounces. It is actually designed with running in mind. I've been using this for a couple years. It is the lightest rain jacket I've ever seen on the market. Now to get it that light, it doesn't have any frills or bells or whistles. There's no pockets anywhere. It's only a half zip. And you will periodically have to treat it with a DWR coating or silicone spray because it will start to wet out after a while. But it's a really nice rain jacket, especially for summer and for keeping that weight down. Paired with that, I got my 3F UL rain skirt. What's interesting about this is I think this is the best designed rain skirt that I've ever actually had, and it's the cheapest rain skirt that I've ever had. This only cost me about $25. It packs in its own stuff stack. It's got this sil nylon with grid stop. It's got a storm cord that keeps it from blowing around if you're in heavy wind, and I really like the cinch system on it. It's a combination of Velcro and a adjustable strap, which I like a lot better. Now I've had all kinds of skirts from Enlightened Equipment, I've had them from Z-Packs, and so far this has been my favorite. And it's the cheapest I've ever had. Okay guys, next is my mid layer. This is the Senshi Designs Lark 90. It only weighs 5 ounces. I love this mid layer because you can hike in it on a cold, brisk morning. It has a really loose weave. You can see my hand going through there. And what this does is it dumps off heat when you're hiking on a cold morning, so where you stay warm against your body, but you don't overheat because it allows that heat to vent out. This is also great to use in combination with your rain jacket if it's a little bit of a colder evening. If you're sitting around the campfire, you're sitting there making dinner, this works really well because this will actually provide just enough insulation in combination with your rain jacket to keep you warm. All right guys, next we have my shemagh, which is something that I rave about in a lot of my videos. I always go out with the shemagh because it's an incredible multi-use item. It's everything from a day pack to a pack towel to a beanie to a face mask. The list goes on. If you haven't had a chance to check out my video, 5 backpacking items I replaced with just one, you can check out that video right here. Moving on down, we have my go-to hiking shirt. This is from Beyond Nordic. It's a synthetic hiking shirt. It's got vents on the side of it. The material feels really good against the skin. It's moisture wicking. And these kind of shirts, these synthetic shirts, are a lot cheaper than going out and buying merino wool or alpaca. Next guys, we have my Revolution Race hiking pants. These are brand new for this season. This is the first time I'm using them. So far, I've really enjoyed them. They're convertible pants. I like to have a pair of convertible pants because there's a lot of reasons to possibly want to switch back and forth between long pants and shorts on the trail, depending on weather conditions and terrain. These are coated with an eco-friendly waterproof coating. So far, I've had nothing soak through. I really like the features on them. There are no pieces of Velcro on this whatsoever. I can't stand Velcro on the trail. Everything is zippers. It's got a lot of useful pockets in them. I end up using them all. It's got reinforced knees. It even has little hooks down here on the bottom that you can use to hook to your shoelaces to keep your pants from riding up. So far, Revolution Race pants have been great. I'm probably going to be using them for a while. So this is my thermal layer with grass all over them. These are actually my thermals from Merino Tech. What I really like about these guys is that they provide merino wool insulative layers that are like half the price of all the other places I can find. You can actually get these on Amazon. They are super, super warm. They come in different gauges. You can get heavyweight and midweight thermals from this company. You guys should check them out if you get a chance. I've been using them for about a year now, and so far I've had no disappointments with them whatsoever. In addition to that, I have a pair of Merino Tech socks. They also make socks for hiking on the trail. I was a little worried about whether or not these would hold up because I'm used to using darn tufts, but I've had this same pair for over a year, and so far I have no holes. They haven't worn out at all, and they keep me plenty warm. I haven't had any blisters or any kind of issues with them whatsoever. And I use them in combination with a set of Injinji toe socks to help reduce blisters. If you've watched my hiking loadout videos before, you guys know that I am not a fan of ex officios. That seems to be the underwear on trail that most people like. I don't like them at all. This is just a pair of and-ones. You can get these at Walmart, and you can also get them online at Amazon. They're cheap. You can buy them in 3 8-packs and 6-packs. They're not very expensive, and these are the go-to ones that I use on trail. Particularly, you want to find ones that aren't going to end up riding up on your leg while you're hiking. And I pack my thermals, my underpants, and my socks in these bags from Hilltop Packs. This is actually made out of ECOPAK. This is the first year that I'm using ECOPAK bags. I'm really enjoying them. I actually like these better than the Dyneema bags. They're made out of recycled material. They're incredibly durable. I'd actually like to see some food bags made out of this in the future, but this is what I'm rocking for holding all of my extra clothes on the trail. All right, guys, on to my food prep stuff. This is my Caldera keg. This is from Trail Designs. This is my go-to cook set. It is super light. It's an alcohol stove system that consists of a Kojin stove and a Foster's beer can. This is usually the one I take out on the trail. The only time you really see me switch this out is if I'm going out in crazy windy conditions or if I'm in a place where the area prohibits using anything but closed gas stove systems. These also come with a 5-ounce alcohol bottle if you're going to be out on the trail for just 5 days or so. I also carry this Vargo fuel bottle, which carries 8 ounces if I need a little extra for the trip. As far as my food bags are concerned, this is actually my food bag from Pack Designs. This is the same one I used last year. I'm continuing with them. I've got 2 different sizes of them. This is my smaller one for shorter trips, and this one is more for through hiking. What I really like about these food bags is that they open from the side, and it makes it really easy to find what you're looking for. For me, I'm always that guy that has the bad luck of having his breakfast on the bottom when he needs breakfast, or his dinner's on the bottom when he needs dinner. So with this, it makes it a lot easier to get to my snacks, my meals. And then on the inside, this is my food cozy. This is also from Pack Designs. You can make those Reflectix cozies, and I have done so, and I have a few of them, and they work just fine. But what I like about this one is that it rolls down and folds down, so it's got a lower profile, and it's easy to store. Then moving on down, this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. This is my bear spray that I keep on the front of my pack because I live in bear country. This is my sit pad. I'm really enjoying this one. My other ones were just tri-fold. This one folds up a little smaller profile. It comes out to about the same size as other egg crate style foam cushions, but it folds down smaller, so it's easier to fit in the net mesh pocket of my backpack. Okay, next we have my Nite 20,000 milliamp battery. This is a lithium polymer battery. It is the smallest 20,000 milliamp battery that I know of on the market. And then slid on top of it is a custom 3D printed cord organizer from a company called Verkstan, which is on Etsy. I'll put a link in the description below if you're interested in something like that. Right next to it is my Nite NU25 headlamp, which has got all kinds of features. It's got an area light, spotlight, it goes up to 400 lumens, and it's even got a red light on it. I think this is probably the most popular one on the trail. And instead of a nylon band, it's got this stretchy material, this ultralight cord that you can put around your head. Right next to my headlamp is my Shox Jawbone headphones. What I like about these is they don't go directly in your ears. I do like to listen to audiobooks and music on the trail occasionally, but I don't find it very safe to have my ears plugged because I need to know what's going on around me, and this is a great solution. So check these guys out if you get a chance. They are a little pricey. I think they're about $160, $170, but for me it's worth it for the safety on trail. Next we have the small kits that I carry on trail. This is my toiletries kit, this is my med kit, and this is my repair kit. There's not a lot of stuff in them. You don't need tons. I have a contact case in here because I wear contacts. I have contact solution, small bar soap. I have some toothpaste, and I always carry a little bit of baking soda on trail. If you want to know fully what's in these kits, you can check out this video right here where I lay out the kits and show you what I pack in these small kits for backpacking. Okay, right next to those small kits are more toiletry items, but they don't go in my regular toiletry bag. These are things I want fast access to. This is some anti-chafe that I carry in my front pocket. This is my pill organizer for the medications that I have to take on trail. And for short trips, I just carry a little tube of bug spray for spraying my shirts down, and for my skin, because it stays on better, a little bit of this picaridin lotion, just to keep the mosquitoes off of me. Next we have my kit for doing my business on the trail. This is actually the Dookie bag from SomeDaveOutdoor. This is designed to go with the Durston Kakwa 40-liter pack. And what I keep in there is just a few coin towels. These ones are made out of bamboo. Try to make sure that if you're gonna get these and bury them when you're doing your business on trail, that you get ones that are made out of bamboo and are fully biodegradable. Do not get the ones made out of rayon. Right next to it, I have my toilet trowel from BoglerCo. This is my favorite toilet trowel. I like it because they've added this little piece of plastic, so I'm not having this dig into my hand when I'm digging a 6-inch cat hole. I also carry a little bottle of hand sanitizer with me in this kit, and then there is my backcountry bidet. This one is from a company called CommonGear. This is a new one that I'm using this year. What I like about this one is that it's threaded and it screws on top of the water bottle as opposed to going in with a gasket inside the water bottle. Other extra pieces of electronic gear that I'm carrying include my thermometer. This is from Thermodrop. I am really enjoying this piece of equipment. It was really nice during the winter times for me to know how cold things were gonna get. It also is great for being able to test out quilts and see if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So this is just a luxury item that I attached to my backpack, but it's been really useful. And then there's this. This is from a company called Oops Cool. It is actually designed for running, so you can put your phone on your wrist while you're running. I used one of these for a little while out on the John Muir Trail, and I really liked it. So I got another one, and I'm gonna try it out and see if I like it for the long term. I can see this being a hit or miss product for some people. Some people will love the convenience of having their phone right on their wrist so they can access their music or they can access their GPS. I think other people might have an issue of having weight on one arm. It might drive them a little nuts. But I'm gonna test this out this year, and time will tell as to whether or not it's gonna become a permanent part of my kit. All right, guys, next we have my Topo Athletic shoes. I really can't say enough good things about these shoes. I love them. I've gotten rid of my Ultras in favor of these. I think it was a great decision. The mesh that they're made out of is extremely durable. They dry very, very quickly. They're made out of these Vibram sticky soles on the bottom that work great in wet conditions, and the lugs don't even look like they've worn out at all, even though I've been using them for about 6 months now. They're a fantastic shoe. I think I'm going to be sticking with Topos for years to come. And lastly, we have my trekking poles. This is not really part of my backpacking loadout weight, but I figured I'd mention them anyway. These are the Lecky Carbons. I have had these poles for years, and they are still going strong. Every pair of trekking poles that I've had previous to this, I've broken. I'm really hard on trekking poles for some reason, but these ones have held up great. I really like them, and they have the Evo foam handles as opposed to cork, which is something that I prefer. Well, guys, that's my summer loadout for 2024. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Drop me a comment down below and tell me what you think of this gear. If you like what we do, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you know when we make future content. You can also check us out on Instagram and go support us on Patreon, where you can get exclusive content and ad-free content. Now get off your butts and go play outside.